Thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Aquarius might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for July 6th through the 10th. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you'll find a message for you within the reading. And if you feel like it doesn't completely resonate with you, just keep the parts that do, disregard the rest. And if you know your other planetary placements, like I mentioned at the beginning of this intro, then you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so with all that being said, let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Aquarius and ask Spirit for any love messages for Aquarius for July 6th through the 10th, 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Aquarius for July 6th through the 10th, 2020? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Aquarius for July 6th through the 10th, 2020? One more time. Okay, now I'm going to divide these into three. Oops, okay, that's the way it wants it. Alright, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands. Now the Three of Wands is your overall energy for this reading. So as we go through this spread, I'm going to show you how this card relates to the other cards in your reading. Now the Three of Wands is about, you put in your hard work and now you are looking forward to the future. You're waiting for the results of all your effort. You're waiting for your ships to come in, so to speak. Okay. All right. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows, and the first row pertains to you, what you have recently been going through, things that you are currently dealing with, and opportunities and people and things like that that are coming towards you. Now, the second column is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, karmic partner, divine counterpart. This might be an ex, it could be somebody you just met. Generally, it's the person that you think of all the time, the one that's on your mind when you wake up in the morning, and the last person you're thinking about when you wake up, when you go to sleep at night. I'm paused because I have never seen such awesome cards in my life. Okay. Alright, and then the third column is about obstacles and challenges, blockages, things that are keeping you and preventing you from getting the result that you want. And the last column is outcome. Alright, now I've just laid out 2 cards in each of the 4 rows, and what happens here is I'm going to do this 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. By the time we get to the end of the reading, we have a pretty good idea about what's going on. Now, for you, we have the Lovers as well as the 9 of, let me fix this just a tiny little bit. Okay. All right, so we have the Lovers as well as the 9 of Cups, and this is about as good as it gets. You've been having a great deal of luck and love in your love life. You have, like the word I'm getting is very optimistic. You have a very optimistic outlook. But this 9 of Cups tells me that, it's not quite there yet. So if you don't have a love in your life yet, you have one that is coming towards you. You have, the Death card fell out at the same time, and that was another reason I was pausing, because these cards are all so positive. So you may have, you know, left an old part of you behind. You may have been working on yourself and had a lot of evolution and growth, or maybe you had left a relationship previously and now you've done all that work and you're healing, and you know, you're ready to go, and this new love is coming in. Generally when that happens, we end up with somebody from your past who usually ends up kind of regretting that they let you get away, because they're looking at you thinking, dang, you know, that one got away. So in your partner's column, we have the Sun as well as the Queen of Cups. Now, Aquarius, this partner is like amazing. They have this brand new outlook when they look at you. They're seeing you shine. They're seeing all this new growth in you. They're seeing your optimism. There's that word again. They're seeing that optimism that just shines out of you, and it's almost like every single thing that you touch is, you know, perfect. Everything is just going your way. Like it's the golden effect. Like you have the Midas touch. And this person is somebody who is supportive emotionally, financially. You know, they're very sensitive, loving, caring, and they can very nurturing person. That even though you may have been through some sorrows and hurts in your past before, this is somebody that is seeing like way beyond that. They are totally smitten with you. And so when we get to your obstacles and challenges, you know, here you are. You know, you're wondering how the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is possibly, you know, something bad. How can that be a blockage? Well, this might have been the person you were dealing with in your past. This might be where this Death card is coming from. You could have like really been involved with an Earth person before, you know, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and they might have been the person that you thought you were going to be spending forever with, that you'd really planned this future with, and you know, it caused you a great deal of hurt, and it's about getting past that. And you have to let that go so that you can enjoy these new offers that are coming into your life. Again, you have this Knight of Cups. You know, again, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, coming into your life, showing you love. And we have the Justice card, and that Justice card, you know, that represents making those really hard decisions, cutting somebody out of your life, allowing somebody into your life, you know, just really taking your time, because you're realizing the significance of this decision that you're going to have to make involving this person, this new water sign that's coming into your life. And they have, you know, you've been sitting there, like we said, waiting on your ships to come in, waiting for this new love to appear in your life. Well, when they do, you're kind of like shy about it. Not necessarily shy, but you know, and you're not really afraid. It's just maybe you're nervous. Maybe it's that butterflies feeling. Yeah, maybe this person gives you butterflies. And so they are, this is somebody that, you know, it feels so wonderful that you're afraid that it'll all fall apart. But, you know, it's always about taking those chances. So when we get to your next set of 4 cards, we have the Hanged Man as well as the 5 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, in your partner's column we have the Devil as well as the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, we have the King of Swords and the Fool in your obstacles, challenges, fears, anxieties, that type of thing. And in your outcome, we have the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Swords. So yeah, definitely this person, that's the feeling I was getting. They're coming back around. They're seeing you grow, and they're just looking at you. Maybe you've been working on yourself during this quarantine. Maybe you've been working out and dieting, or if you haven't, maybe you've been working on yourself spiritually. But this person, they want to hang on to you. They want to keep you stuck. They don't want to let you go. They want to keep hanging on just a little bit. And they kind of like to try to pick fights with you and cause arguments with you when you you know, turn them down. Just like, no, I've moved on, I've had that. And they kind of want to pick at your self-esteem. They want to, you know, tear down all that progress you made. Because if they can't have it, they don't want anybody else to have it. And sometimes they don't want it, but they don't want anybody else to have it either. But yeah, they're just looking at you and totally regretting letting the relationship go. This is somebody that, you know, we were talking about toxic and argumentative. Maybe this person had issues with drugs or alcohol, but you have decided to move on with your life and become prosperous, and you've decided to have that glow up and move on with your life, and you know, these new opportunities that are coming towards you, like you had that sun card earlier. That card is about that new growth and that new opportunity that's coming your way, and definitely it's time for you to walk through this and leave, you know, totally leave that behind. This person from your past really wants you back. Now, if it's for their own selfish needs, or generally, you know, I read that, you know, when they come back, it's because the person that they left you for or they were seeing, it didn't work out with them, and that's why they're back. So you can't really trust that, because they try to come back, and then, you know, as soon as something else catches their eye, they move on. And this is where you use that judgment of, you know, you can still feel attached to that person. You can still remember the love you felt with that person. You can still remember that, but you're also remembering the pain they caused you. And so you're just not going to allow it into your life. Earlier we had that justice card where it's making that really hard decision, but you know, finally you're deciding that, yeah, you're going to move on, and you're going to take that leap of faith and figure out what's out there. You know, remember who you are. That is, yeah. So this person from your past is very sexually attracted to you. This is somebody that enjoys your company. This is somebody that thrills you. This is somebody that really understands you physically and passionately. And at the same time, you're remembering all the hurt and all the sleepless nights and all the times you cried yourself to sleep over this person. And, you know, you just don't feel like going through that again. You don't have time for that. They didn't have time for you when they went somewhere else outside of the relationship. So in this last column, we have the Six of Swords as well as the Page of Cups. In the Partners column, we have the Two of Wands and that Three of Swords. In your obstacles and challenges, we have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. And in your outcome, we have that Seven of Wands and the Chariot. So yeah, looks like you're sticking to your guns pretty much. So yeah, you're choosing this new water person that's coming into your life. Sometimes people that are water signs, when you are just coming out of a relationship, can be exactly what you need for that healing and for that nurturing that you need. Not necessarily that it's a rebound relationship, because it's obviously something significant going on here, but you deciding to leave this hurt behind and move on is major. You are finally past the unstuckness. So yeah, the person from your past, their third party situation maybe ended, maybe not ended, but it's definitely not something you want to go through. You're aware of it now, and what you're doing is you have that Sun card and you have the Lovers, and you have finally gotten yourself out of that Hangman situation, and you're looking forward to the future and moving on and trying to achieve what it is that you're meant to be. And this person is looking at you like, you know, they're still not wanting to let you go. They're hanging on for dear life. This Four of Pentacles is about hanging on. See, he's holding these two down, and he's hanging on to this so tightly, and it's one on his head. That means you're on his brain, her brain, whatever. There's no gender in the tarot. I just said him because it's the guy in the picture. But, you know, just because they want to stay in the relationship doesn't mean that you have to. You know better. And they've hurt you before, and, you know, third party situations, that's not you. And you're definitely, you know, refusing to let that into your life again. Now, the Seven Seven of Wands, of course, they're going to pick fights with you. You're tired of having to make a reason of why you're not staying anymore. You're just not. So, you're moving on. We got this Chariot, and you're moving full speed ahead into your new life with this new love that you have that's coming into your life. Okay? It's right here. This is perfect. And you have this new love that's coming in that's beautiful and respectful and generous love, okay? Not necessarily financially generous, but this is somebody that doesn't hold back their feelings. This is somebody that lets you know exactly how they feel and how much they appreciate you. And it's a really good feeling for you, for a change. I know you guys have been through a lot lately according to your past readings. So anyway, that is your reading for July 6th through the 10th, 2020. And I will see you guys here next week with your weekly. And I just want to take a second and tell you guys thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. And you know, I really, I'm telling you, I really do appreciate all of you guys, especially the ones that have so generously donated to my channel. And I know right now things are very, very hard for everybody financially. So, I mean, that really, it's just, like I said, I want to take a second and tell you thank you. And I love you guys. Okay? Bye-bye.